Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Drunken Gamer. We go over some of the latest happenings in the video game industry and enjoy some booze at the same time. Got a good show for you today, and I myself am enjoying a nice bottle of Hair of the Dog American Pale Ale. Very interesting brand indeed. A friend got it for me at a recent family gathering we had over the holidays, and it's not too bad. It's a bit heavy, but it's doable. Word of advice, if you want to get on my good side, bringing liquor is always your best option. Remember that when this channel blows up and I'm suddenly holding panels at fucking Anime Expo or some shit like that. Anyway, let's get right to this. To start, I just want to point out that I've been playing something awesome, and that is the recently released Anarchy Reigns!
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's pretty fucking fun so far, and it's only $30. I plan on doing a review for it on one of the websites that I'm contributing for, but for the moment, I can say that while campaign mode is a bit lacking, multiplayer is pretty fucking fun. Problem is, hardly anyone is online right now, though. That may be because I'm on the 360 version, I don't know, maybe it didn't sell as well as people were hoping it would, but if you have a 360, please get this game. There needs to be more people on this. It's very fun. Like, there needs to be more people playing this, and just Platinum Games needs your support because they're just fucking awesome people. More on them later. Right now, though, I just want to point out that dropkicking a small crowd of bad guys in the face and just watching them explode in a massive gore is just so strangely satisfying. Plus, it's got characters like Jack and the Black Baron from Mad World, or I should say, Black Baron. So, if you were a fan of Mad World, definitely a good incentive for you to get into Anarchy Reigns. It's not really the same storyline, it's set in an alternate universe, but it's still pretty fun. It's got like 16 characters, different game modes, like Capture the Flag, Death Ball is just crazy fun. Seriously, go out, get it, it's cheap, it's affordable, there's really no reason not to. Moving on from that, let's go into politics, because I know you guys just love politics. Today, Vice President Joe Biden, who is currently on a mission from President Obama as to what the flying fuck we need to do in regards to gun control. To do that, he is meeting with several key groups of people. One of these is representatives from the video game industry, and the whole intention is to find out just what role, if any, violent video games and media in general have on shootings, and maybe work out some sort of compromise on gun control that can make people safer without completely pissing off the various rednecks that are paranoid that they're taking away all our guns! Now, because this meeting is going on today, and this video is likely going to be fully uploaded before the meeting actually even takes place, or before it concludes, I have no idea what the hell is going to happen. So, let's just take a guess and say, oh, Jack Thompson forces himself in for whatever reason and gets the shit beaten out of him by Secret Services. I don't know. Here's hoping. Now, despite the fact that multiple studies have shown that there is no link between violent video games and a crazy person's need to shoot up an entire fucking school for no fucking reason, pretty much everyone outside of the gaming industry hasn't quite gotten their brain cells working in a way to understand this simple fact. Most notably, Executive Vice President of the NRA and resident blowhard, Wayne LaPierre, who shortly after the Sandy Hook shootings called the video game industry a callous, corrupt, and corrupting shadow industry. He then brought up some examples of violent games in the media, including one very, very obscure title and very crude flash game, crude as in it looks like absolute shit, from 10 years ago, can't speak English, called Kindergarten Killer, asking the media why they never even brought attention to the game in the first place. Quick sip for this one. To answer LaPierre's question on that front, the game was made for fucking Newgrounds. For those that don't know, Newgrounds is a Flash website where wannabe cartoonists and game makers create various things, most commonly in Flash, and then try to promote their work to the community. Now, I have some respect for the owners of the website who actually made some actual video games of their own, most notably Castle Crashers, which is available on Xbox Live and was even released on PC over Steam not too long ago. Definitely fun game, fun with friends, blast to play. I strongly encourage you get it. Now, and a couple good games have actually come out of the website on the animation front, such as Ego Raptor, who's now pretty much synonymous with video game culture as a whole. But if you're wondering just why the media didn't pick up on the idiocy that was this kindergarten killer game, you only have to look at the games portal to understand. It's like, what the hell do we got here? It's like this sexy basketball. It's like, okay, interesting. Hot guy sim dates. Yeah, right. And oh look, a game where you shoot the risen animated corpses of the children that were killed during the Sandy Hook shootings. How very topical and completely inappropriate. See, this is why I have beer on hand for this kind of shit right here. Anyway, Kindergarten Killer is no exception to this level of quality. Notice I'm using the little quotation marks things with my fingers. You can't see it because internet. But this kindergarten game is just looks bad. I mean, never mind how the visuals. It just looks like a third grader drew the graphics for this. But the name alone just kind of shows that the maker at the time was just some dumb kid in high school trying to be edgy. Now, the fact of the matter is that Newgrounds titles don't get media attention because 99% of the time it doesn't warrant media attention. And the fact that this LaPierre guy managed to even trudge this forgettable piece that no one outside of the website has even heard of until now is just him trying way too hard to try to shift attention away from his precious fucking guns. But if you really want to know just how off rocker this LaPierre guy is, he's actually trying to suggest that we have armed personnel on every fucking school ground in the country. Because, really, what better way to protect our kids from a crazed lunatic with a gun better than another crazed lunatic with a gun? It's like, the whole thing is just fucking ridiculous. But, even better, he had this to say.
If it's crazy to call for putting police and armed security in our school to protect our children, then call me crazy.
Which granted, LaPierre, you, my friend, are a fucking batshit insane asshole that desperately needs a swift boot to the testicles from reality. And speaking of people that don't know what they're talking about, Kotaku! Recently, the gaming website posted an article talking about Planet Games developer Hideki Kamiya and some of his tweets and his supposed lack of knowledge in the PC gaming market, with the headline saying, "The guy who made Bayonetta is clueless about Valve and PC gaming." The article then goes on not to slam just Kamiya, but pretty much all Platinum Games, and even the entirety of Japan at the same time. Of course, this completely contradicts the fact that Inaba from Platinum Games actually visited Valve earlier in the fucking year to discuss the possibility of getting future titles onto Steam. So, not only does the author of the article completely disregard the fact that developers are already looking into PC gaming, Platinum Games especially, but he also decides to insult the entire fucking country at the same time. But you know how it is. Kotaku and actual journalism go together like bread and motor oil. Naturally, Kamiya felt the need to defend his company, taking to Twitter once again, with posts like calling the Kotaku writers douchebags. Even better was when one Loot Plunkett asked Kamiya why he was being so hostile. Kamiya asked him in the most polite manner possible from him, "Do you eat shit?" Possibly the greatest fucking response anyone has ever posted on an internet medium. As for their comments regarding Japan, Kotaku's comments regarding Japan, yeah, they're pretty well behind the rest of the world when it comes to PC gaming. No one is going to argue this fact. A lot of people have even spoken out about Japan's current trends, even high-profile names in the Japanese industry like Keiji Inafune and Kojima. However, there are titles like Phantasy Star Online 2 that are already out over there, existing as free-to-play titles. Square Enix has Final Fantasy XI and, oh, didn't help us, 14. And Atlas alone has an entire library of free-to-play MMO titles that they put out every so often. It's huge. Now, pretty much everyone knows about Kotaku and their lack of, well, anything that makes for respectable journalism. But next time you try and make a sensationalist article about an entire fucking region, it helps to actually know just what the hell you're talking about. Here's an idea. Try fucking Google. It's there. It's not hard to use. Anyone can do it. A freaking 10-year-old can do it. Do it. Use it. Stop making us actual fucking journalists look bad. Anyway, that about wraps things up for this week. Check out our Facebook page, which you can find in the description below, and be sure to stay tuned for weekly videos on topics like just what I went over today. Also, be sure to post your own comments in the comments section below about what we just went over, or anything else you want to talk about. Until next time, this is the Drunken Gamer, signing off.